Ray Brown's Talking Birds.
Made possible by the generous support of the Birdwatchers General Store, Orleans, Cape Cod. Birdwatchersgeneralstore.com.
By Vortex Optics with the VIP warranty. Their unlimited lifetime promise to keep you and your optics covered. Learn more at vortexoptics.com.
By Brome, where bird feeding meets innovation. Discover truly squirrel-proof bird feeders, all backed by lifetime care commitment. Brome.com.
And by Hog Island Audubon Camp. For full camp schedule, program details, and to register, visit audubon.org/Hog Island.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our show number 1094. We're kind of excitedly watching northern house wrens, parents bringing some nourishment to nestlings in one of our Talking Birds garden nest boxes. Pretty cool out there. Well, because we concentrated on flirting postcards in May, which was Flirting Month, here at Talking Birds, flirting is picking up litter while birding. We've really fallen behind on airing birding-related audio postcards, so please forgive the delay in getting to this one from early spring in North Carolina.
Hey, Ray, this is Lachlan.
And Allison, and we are here on the Blue Ridge Parkway at the Moses Cone Manor property.
And we have heard some chickadees, titmice, towhees.
You might hear the drumming of a red-bellied woodpecker, a dark-eyed junco, and some other friendly birds up here close to the mountains of North Carolina. Spring is just starting to wake up here, and it is beautiful. Happy birding.
Happy birding to you, Allison and Lachlan. They're by the Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, audio postcards are welcome here. To make one, just grab your smartphone or borrow one, make a little recording describing what you're seeing and or hearing, and then just send us the file. Send it to ray@talkingbirds.com. No G in talking. That's ray@talkingbirds.com. And this is today's mystery bird for the contest coming along in just a little bit. Our mystery bird is a small shorebird with a short neck, a fairly long bill, fairly long legs, and a short neck. It's grayish-brown on the back, blackish on the rump and tail, and has a light, mostly unmarked chest and belly. And it has short webbing between the toes. Hard to see, but a good hint. Our bird breeds in lower Arctic regions from Alaska to Labrador and winters in the extreme southern portions of the U.S. to the Caribbean and South America. It forages along the shoreline for invertebrates, including insects, as well as small mollusks. It's our mystery bird. Beautiful prizes once again here. We're happy to welcome Beauty-O Books as our newest prize provider. We have a $20 gift certificate to spend with Beauty-O Books, your independent, family-owned birding bookstore, proudly carrying one of the largest selections in the world, new, used, rare, and collectible bird books. And because you shouldn't have to sacrifice style for comfort out in the field, we're offering a $25 gift certificate for Bird Collective for your vintage-inspired apparel and unique accessories, all featuring birds. Prizes on our Mystery Bird contest coming along on this morning's show here. Here's another salute to another Talking Birds ambassador helping us get the word out about birds and conservation. And today we're saluting Ada Terzi from Somerset, New Jersey. And she would like to salute another ambassador in a special way. It's you, Corey W. Ada says, Corey is the reason I ever picked up a pair of binoculars. He's an avid birder and photographer, and over the years, he's patiently, sometimes very patiently, guided me through my early birding days. We've wandered the East Coast together, making memorable stops, like chatting with Mike O'Connor at the Birdwatchers General Store, and taking an amazing trip to see the puffin migration in Maine. About 7 years ago, Corey introduced me to your Talkin' Birds show, and I've been listening ever since. Corey is turning 70 this year, and he's about to officially retire. So to celebrate everything he's taught me and everything we've shared, I want to tell him something special. Corey, this November, I'm taking you on an exclusive birding adventure to Costa Rica. I know it's been a dream of yours, and I want to make it happen, a whole new world of birds, forests, and memories just for us. Corey, I love you dearly and hope this is only the beginning of many more adventures to come. So a little personal touch there with our ambassadors program. And thank you again to Ada for becoming an ambassador, as Corey is too, by the way. You can join our ambassadors family, well over 1,000 members, pretty easily if you go to talkinbirds.com and click on the Get Involved tab at the top of the page there. Well, still to come today, we'll talk with the founder of a bird and nature touring company created by women for women. Myra Oker will be our guest. Also today, that famous Mike O'Connor from the also famous Birdwatchers General Store will join us for Let's Ask Mike Live on the timely topic of baby birds in your backyard. And up next, our featured feathered friend presented by the Bigger and Better BWD magazine, with each large format issue packed with beautiful photographs and illustrations and in-depth articles ranging from backyard birds to birding abroad. Experience birds up close with BWD at bwdmagazine.com. Our featured feathered friend is a rather elegant-looking wading bird with light grayish-purple body plumage, a sharply defined black and white face, long yellow plumes, and long slender legs. It's the yellow-crowned night heron, which looks more elegant than it sounds. The yellow-crowned night heron is one of 2 species in the genus Nyctinassa, although it's been the only surviving member of the genus since the Bermuda heron went extinct in the 17th century, it's believed, following human settlement in Bermuda. The yellow-crowned night heron's diet consists of crustaceans, including marsh crabs, fiddler crabs, blue crabs, and quite a few others. In inland areas, it feeds mostly on crayfish. It forages by day and night by standing still or walking slowly near the water's edge, and when within striking distance of prey, lunges forward, swallowing smaller victims whole and grabbing large crabs by the legs or pincers and shaking them apart, or impaling and paralyzing them to make them easier to handle. In its Atlantic range, our bird's breeding season depends on when crabs emerge in the spring, which depends, in turn, on local temperatures. That range extends from southern New England to Florida and west to Texas, mostly in wooded swamps and coastal thickets, but also along larger rivers. It winters along the Gulf Coast and on the Atlantic coast as far north as South Carolina. With a global breeding population of about 400,000, the yellow-crowned night heron is rated as a species of relatively low conservation concern. The elegant-looking Nyctinassa violacea, today's featured feathered friend, the yellow-crowned night heron. Welcome again to our show number 1094. Myra Oker is the founder of Sisterhood Birding, offering birding adventures created by women for women. And she joins us now to tell us more about Sisterhood Birding. Good morning, Myra.
Hi, Ray. Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, it's great to have you. And there's a little description I've given there. I wonder if you'd elaborate on that about Sisterhood Birding and how you decided it was something worth creating.
Yes, Sisterhood is just for women. We have trips to South America, Central America, just for women. Sisterhood started with a friend. She told me one time, she just make a comment saying how nice would be to have a group just for women to travel and see birds. And then after that, I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but I saw some posts on Facebook and Instagram in groups that I participate. And I saw so many women complaining and, saying how would be great to have trips just for women because their experiences with mixed group wasn't that good. Sometimes. Also, I just want to be clear, make this clear, Ray. Of course, it's not all men are the same, Yeah, I have trips with my other company for mixed groups, and I have guys that are men. I have men clients, and they're great. But sometimes people have complaints about mixed group because, men and women are completely different in the sense of men like more to count how many birds they see, how many lifers they have. And us women, not like that. We are more like, we just want to have fun and see birds. And sometimes can be awkward for women to be around men because sometimes they don't know too much also about birds. And they can feel more like, the man can look to them like, what she's talking about. And so that's one of the reasons that I thought something have to be done.
Well, let me just ask you, Mayra, though, in terms of how men tend to bird and how women do you ever find the opposite of that, where women are the ones really wanting to count birds and men maybe just enjoying watching?
Yes, well, in all my trips that I did before in the past, of course, women, she likes to see and count how many birds they saw as well. But I think men is more in this path of this path in the race thing. Like they like to count and see. They maybe see more birds than other people. They like to count more. Of course, they enjoy, but I think it's a little bit different from the women. Of course, women like to count too and have their numbers and see how many lifers they got, but it's a little bit different.
So it's really a comfort zone experience in many ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
I do have to ask you this, though, Mayra. What if a man wants to join one of your trips? What happens then?
Well, men are welcome to my other company because I also, I'm the owner of Birding is the World Brazil. It's my first company. And this is for mixed groups. So men and women are welcoming. So it's very, very often I receive emails and people men asking about my trips. And I tell them, of course, you can travel with us, but with Birding is the World Brazil.
I see on your website that you have a whole list of upcoming trips that are already sold out, including Atlantic Rainforest, Brazil, Pantanal for jaguars, birds, and beyond, and wings over Costa Rica.
Yes.
But tell us about some upcoming trips that can still be booked.
Well, today I'm traveling to Brazil. Tonight I'm going to Brazil for my group, my next tour to see tanagers and other birds. This is sold out, but we already have people booking for next year. We have 3 spots for the jaguars in Pantanal in Brazil next year for September of next year, and also Costa Rica. We have 2 spots left for this one for next year, and also for the Harp Eagle Nest tour in Panama.
Panama, yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, let me just ask you about this. You were born and raised, Mayra, on family farms in Brazil, immersing yourself in nature. Did you ever think one day you'd be leading trips back to Brazil and other places? No,
actually. Well, I'm a biologist. I work in Brazil before moving here to the United States. I work with wildlife for almost 12 years. And I was born, my family is from the farm, so I have contact with nature my whole life. So I met my husband in Brazil and we moved here, and then I decided I need to do something because I really miss working with wildlife. I love that. I love to be around nature and birds. And so I decided to create my company, my two companies now.
Mayura Okar is the founder of Sisterhood Birding, empowering women birders and offering some wonderful birding adventures through Central and South America. Sisterhoodbirding.com is the web address for all the info, and to book a tour, that's sisterhoodbirding.com. Mayura, thanks for telling us about Sisterhood Birding, and good luck with the upcoming trips.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope other women join us and be part of our family. It would be great.
That address again, sisterhoodbirding.com. Mayura Okar here on Talking Birds. We're up next. It's our Mystery Bird contest in just 1 minute.
The flutter of a tail feather, the flash of a wing bar in mid-flight. You don't always have a lot of time to identify a bird in nature, let alone to appreciate its beauty. But with Vortex Optics, you'll have the power to bring every wild moment closer. When you choose Vortex, you're choosing to have a partner in the field as passionate about nature as you are. Whether you're spotting old friends on the backyard feeder or packing for a once-in-a-lifetime trip to add a few species to your life list, Vortex offers a full range of optics and optics accessories for every birder and every budget. And whether the birds are taking you to another state or another country, you're always covered by the Vortex VIP warranty, an unlimited lifetime promise to keep you and your optic covered. If you'd like to learn more, or if you need help choosing your next optic, give Vortex a call at 1-800-4VORTEX or visit vortexoptics.com.
There's that mystery bird again. And this is our official Mystery Bird contest. We do this every week on the show. If you're new to the show, we give away some really nice prizes by way of giving some clues and, as you just heard, playing a vocalization of the bird and inviting you to call in and tell us what that bird is, or take your guess. No correct answer means a drawing determines our winner. Here's the number. It's 781-837-4900. I'll give it again after we give some clues as to what this bird is. It's a small shorebird with a short neck, a fairly long bill, fairly long legs, and a short neck. I think I said that twice. A short neck, I see. That's in there twice. Just one neck. It's grayish-brown on the back, blackish on the rump and tail, and has a light, mostly unmarked chest and belly. And it has short webbing between the toes, hard to see, but good for a hint. Our bird breeds in the lower Arctic regions from Alaska all the way to Labrador in the east, and winters in the extreme southern portions of the U.S. to the Caribbean in South America. It forages along the shoreline for invertebrates, including insects, as well as small mollusks. So that's something about our bird, and here's something about the prizes: a $20 gift certificate to spend with Beautyo Books, your independent, family-owned birding bookstore with one of the largest selections of birding books in the world. Plus, a $25 gift certificate for Bird Collective, your one-stop shop for vintage-inspired apparel and accessories, all featuring birds and everything from T-shirts and tank tops to bags and lots more. Prizes there on our Mystery Bird contest. And here is that number once again that we urge you to call as soon as possible so we'll, have time for the contest. And that would be 781-837-4900. Mike O'Connor is live today. Let's Ask Mike live in just 1 minute.
Squirrels have one mission in life: eat your birdseed. They hang, they swing, they stretch, climb, and plot their next move. For squirrels, your bird feeder is the ultimate prize. But now, they've finally met their match. Introducing the Squirrel Buster Evolution. When a squirrel climbs onto the feeder, its own weight automatically closes access to the seed, stopping the theft instantly while birds continue to feed comfortably. No batteries, no tricks, no complicated setup. Just smart, proven squirrel-proof technology that works day after day, season after season. That's why the Squirrel Buster Evolution was named Best New Birding Product of 2025 by the Wild Bird Feeding Institute. So let the birds enjoy the feast, and let the squirrels keep trying. Look for the Squirrel Buster Evolution at brome.com or at your local bird shop.
Hey, speaking of seasons, it's baby bird season in many places, and that kind of relates to our topic here with our man Mike O'Connor about what to do when you find a baby bird at some level of development, maybe in your backyard. Good morning, Mike.
Well, good morning, Ray. First, what a wonderful story you had that with Ava and Corey and that trip to Costa Rica.
To Costa Rica, and the visit to the Birdwatchers General Store. That's the other.
Yeah, do I get invited to Costa Rica? Because I was kind of in that loop there.
Yeah, I was looking to see I missed some details on that. I'm not seeing that here, but probably just an oversight.
Double check. Could they let me know on that? Because I'm getting packed.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. So it's this time of year in the baby bird season. Everybody's having families, and the birds are having families. And if you're out in the yard, or if you've got kids, because I know this is what happened when we were kids, or if you have grandkids, you're more than likely going to run into a baby bird that's probably left the nest a little too soon. And you see them; these are fledglings that are hopping on the ground, and we all want to know what to do with them. And I know when I was a kid, we always grabbed them, put them in a shoebox. This is what we always did: a bowl of water and a slice of white bread and some dried grass for some reason, and thinking, okay, this is what the bird wants. Well, that's not the right thing to do. As a matter of fact, the thing you do if you find a baby bird on the ground, a fledgling, is to do nothing. Just leave it alone. The best thing you can do is protect, kind of make sure the area is free of pets, cats and dogs, kids like me when I was a kid,
with the white bread.
And landscapers, because these birds are going to be on the ground for a day or two. The parents will continue to feed them until they could just get a little bit more strength to be able to fly and be a little bit more mobile. And these are called fledglings, where you can identify them because they kind of look at, they're quite a few feathers on them. They're hopping around, and the parents will continue to feed them. And usually they leave the nest because it's overcrowded, or they try to fly and they're not as good as they thought. And that's totally normal. You just got to leave them alone. Now, what happens is, before fledglings, sometimes you run into the nestlings. Nestlings are the birds that are kind of half naked, a few feathers. They can't move at all, and they're just very little mobility. And those times birds get pushed out of the nest, usually by a storm, sometimes a predator, sometimes, again, with the landscapers, because we're always cutting down bushes and stuff like that. Those birds need your help, but they need help, not necessarily your help. So if you find a bird like that, you can pick it up. If you can find the nest, say you disturbed it, say you're cutting a bush and you knocked it out of the nest, you can put it back and the parents will continue to feed it. But if you don't know where the nest is, then grab your smartphone and start looking for a local wildlife rehabilitator. They're easy to find online. If you don't have that access, call your local animal control or your local vet, and they'll tell you who to contact. And more times than not, you can just run it over there, and they'll continue to feed it. They know what to do. If there's not one nearby, call them. And even if you don't have one close by, call one of them that you can find online somewhere in the country, and they'll guide you. You describe the bird to them, and they'll guide you what to do the best you can. Technically, it's not legal for you to do anything, but call them up, and they'll give you some advice and scoop it up and what to do. But the best thing there is to not do anything. If it's a mobile fledgling, if it's a nestling, call for help. And then in the meantime, if you're going to work in your yard or you're going to mow your lawn, I always tell people, when you mow the lawn, it's not that fine golf course lawn, but when you've got to let it grow a lot like I do, walk through the lawn first, make sure there's no baby birds hiding or any kind of creature hiding in the grass before you cut. And if you're going to trim your bushes, again, just don't start hacking away. Kind of go through there and make sure there isn't a catbird's nest. I just had a mourning dove nest this morning, I discovered when I was out in the yard, so I'm going to leave that some space alone. So if it's a nestling, call for help. If it's a fledgling with the feathers and moving about, just give it some space and it'll be fine for a day. And careful mowing your lawn.
All right. Got it all covered there. And people like to bring birds in and try to feed them with an eyedropper. You don't want that either, right?
No eyedroppers.
Keep
no white bread. And,
no white bread.
I got to go pack for Costa Rica just in case they call.
Okay, no, I just saved the eyedroppers for eye drops as well.
Yeah, for your eyes. Yeah, remember the eye drop thing?
All right, Mike, thank you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Yep.
All right,
Bye.
Mike O'Connell of the famous Birdwatchers General Store. We're back to the Mystery Bird Contest right after this. The Seabird Institute's Hog Island Audubon Camp, celebrating its 90th anniversary, hosts 5-night immersive educational programs for adults, teens, and families. Through these sessions, taught by the world's leading naturalists, ornithologists, and artists, Hog Island campers deepen their relationships with the birds and the ecosystems around them. For more information, full camp details, and other program offerings, visit audubon.org/Hog Island. That's audubon.org/Hog Island. Edward is in Connecticut, and he'll try to identify this bird, a mystery bird on the contest here. 781-837-4900 is the number. And good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Ray.
Edward, it's Edward, not Ed. Am I right?
That's Edward, yes. Hi.
Hi, Edward. So you heard the sound of the bird and the clues and all that, I hope, and you have come up with what?
It's a real guess, Ray. It's solitary sandpiper.
Solitary sandpiper. I will say, Edward, that's one of what we call our top quality guesses. Even the alliteration kind of is right there with the first letters, but not exactly what it says here on the paper.
Okay, Ray, I'll get you next time.
All right, thank you, Edward. Guessing, I think he said solitary sandpiper. Yeah, I think that's what he said. But we are on the right track here. We have. We'll try to get to another call here in a moment here. But let me just give the clue again. A small songbird. No, it's a small shorebird. That's what he tried to say there. With a short neck, a fairly long bill, fairly long legs. It's grayish brown on the back, blackish on the rump and tail. Has a light, mostly unmarked chest and belly. And this is kind of a good clue. It's something hard to see, though. Short webbing between the toes. So that's what it is there. And we have Nancy. Do we have Nancy? We don't have Nancy, but we do have Faith. We keep the Faith, and she is here with us from Pembroke, Massachusetts. Hello, Faith.
Good morning, Ray.
Good morning.
I'm an ambassador from Pembroke.
Well, welcome. Thank you for being a Talking Birds ambassador. How's that working? How's that working out?
Oh, I learn so much every week from your show, and my backyard birds are just growing in numbers of different species the more I learn from you.
Oh, that's so nice. The more we learn from our wonderful guests and such. So what do you think, Faith? What is that mystery bird?
Is it a harlequin duck?
Harlequin duck? No. Did you hear those clues about it being a shorebird with a short neck and all that?
I guess I didn't.
I wonder if you.
Sorry.
Did you get a different feed of our show or something this morning?
No.
No. Okay. Well, in any case, what I have to tell you is that is not exactly the answer we were looking for. But thank you so much for trying, Faith, and try again. And thanks again for being an ambassador.
You're welcome, Ray. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, let me do this before I will forget to identify the bird. Since we didn't get a correct answer, it is the semi-palmated sandpiper. The semi-palmated sandpiper is the identity of our bird. And with that, we wrap up our show and say thank you to our wonderful Talking Birds team, Debbie Bleacher, Freya McGregor, and Jesse Wilkins. I'm Ray Brown, reminding you that you can enter next week's Mystery Bird Contest, no matter where you are on the planet. If you listen live, easy to do via the Listen tab at talkingbirds.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
Ray Brown's Talking Birds.
Made possible by the generous support of the Birdwatchers General Store, Orleans, Cape Cod. Birdwatchersgeneralstore.com.
By Vortex Optics with the VIP warranty. Their unlimited lifetime promise to keep you and your optics covered. Learn more at vortexoptics.com.
By Brome, where bird feeding meets innovation. Discover truly squirrel-proof bird feeders, all backed by lifetime care commitment. Brome.com.
And by Hog Island Audubon Camp. For full camp schedule, program details, and to register, visit audubon.org/Hog Island.